Alright, let's get this started with. Here today we're gonna be starting to go ahead and summarize act number 3 of Bernard Shaw's PYGMALION. Let us get this started with right now. Now, act 3. It has been several months after the conclusion of act 2, and now we're in act 3. Here we start off with Mrs. Higgins, something like that. In the book, she's just known as Mrs. Higgins. It is in her flat, and we go ahead and tell her about everything. We go ahead and find out about that she is just the mother of our regular good old Higgins, and that she herself today it's her at-home day, and that she really hopes that Higgins doesn't really come because there's gonna be a lot of guests coming. Speaking of guests, she herself is not really fancying any of these guest people at all. She does not want to be civilized in this uncivilized company because, from experience, she knows that her son is terrible at manners and that this will go ahead and be very bad for her business. Higgins himself reassures us that he will just be here to go ahead and observe something, that he just wants her to meet this little flower girl that he has been training for a few months, and that he would go ahead and turn her into a duchess and stuff like that. She goes ahead and usually, as usual, goes ahead and refuses. But then after a while, relents, mostly because her son is very stupid-minded and that he won't do anything to get his way, and so she lets him. Afterwards, of course, soon after, the company arrives. Her friends start arriving, and it turns out that they are the mother and this daughter from the Act 1, the one who went ahead and sent Freddy to get the cab. Remember that? They are her friends. Now, Higgins is just about to offend all of them by saying that none of them are civilized compared to what he could do, and now, just before he could actually offend them, ELIZA finally arrives with Pickering, and they go ahead and start having a little bit of a quarrel too. Also, Freddy's here. She goes ahead and starts talking about everything and everybody and all the things that she was told that she could talk about. But then suddenly Freddy goes ahead and mentions some talk about influ. Actually, it's not Freddy. It's one of her friends. It's one of Mrs. Higgins' friends. She goes ahead and talks about influenza, which goes ahead and makes ELIZA become talkative. Where some of her accents start slipping in, and that she talks about her dead aunt who probably died of influenza, and the fact that her dad was an alcoholic, stuff like that. This goes ahead and goes into the little conversation, and Doolittle tries to control this conversation by saying that she had no intention of doing that whatsoever, and that this was nothing at all. Except that everyone's quite amused, and that Freddy himself is quite smitten in the sense of that he finds her being able to switch this topic very fast, very, very attractive. Later, when she is just about to leave, he even offers to walk her home, and she's like, "Walking? Hell no! I'm going in a cab." Now, after that, of course, she is proceeded to be accompanied by the daughter. Later, the mother follows, trying to go ahead and copy her accent that she learned of. That leaves Higgins, Pickering, and Pickering here, and that results in Mrs. Higgins going ahead and scolding the both of them, mostly because they have absolutely no idea what the heck is happening, and they have absolutely no idea whatsoever how they should proceed. But they couldn't care less. It's all like, oh, we'll deal with it then. Right now, I don't care a bit about what's going to happen to her afterwards, which goes ahead and exasperates her, mostly because of the infinite stupidity of men. And she's not wrong. We men are stupid. Why else do you think we've went ahead and created so many big achievements into our world? How else did you think we would have created science fiction like spaceships and things like that? How else do you think we could have done that? Well, that's it. That's the entirety of Act 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hunter Sean out. Bye-bye!